States have overpaid their unemployment claims and they want the money back. Workers in Colorado, Pennsylvania, and elsewhere face repayment demands on thousands of dollars in assistance even after many have already spent the benefits. There's so much corruption, or maybe it's mistakes, or who knows what that's going on. Whenever you try to pump money through this system, this government system, it's always getting less out in the end. It's not as if you take $1 from a taxpayer and you give that $1 to somebody else. By the time it makes it to the individual, it's significantly less. That is a fact. I'm always asked what's going on with the precious metals, please cover it. And I found this chart, wanted to really bring it to you just really quickly to give you some insight. I'm asked on a regular basis to find out what's happening with precious metals, give some updates there. Here we have the ETF gold holdings, and that's the green line, and it's compared with the futures price. And as you can see, throughout this period from, let's say, March to June, it was coming down somewhat, and a similar pattern had emerged here leading up into September. In the previous instance, we saw the futures price going higher, and it is certainly possible that we would see a similar pattern this time around. The holdings, no matter how you look at it, the holdings have increased. The amount of gold that is requested on so many levels, whether it's coming from the ETFs, whether we're looking at this in physical metals, certainly right now with all the risk that's on the table, investors will buy it up in one way, shape, or form. Billionaire Wealth reached record levels right now in 2020, according to a report by UBS and PwC. The wealth of the world's richest broke the $10 trillion mark. The report, covering over 2,000 billionaires representing some 98% of the cohort's total wealth, found billionaire wealth grew by more than a quarter during the early months of this year to reach $10.2 trillion in July. That is a 5 to 10-fold rise over the past 25 years. So we know what's happening today, where the money is going. It's not as if you think about it like a cup, for instance, it's not as if it goes from one part into the other. No, there are two separate cups here. One of them is for the rich, let's say, and the other is for everyone else. And the money goes from everyone to the rich. And this is not the 1%. Let's be very clear about that. The 1% will be shaken out just like everybody else. I'm talking about the 0.0001 at least. Those are the ones who have some level of control. We're gonna party like it's 1999. Check this out. We were fortunate on timing. 28-year-old SPAC billionaire. What's a SPAC? Well, essentially, it's called a blank check company. People with a lot of money handing over their cash. These companies then IPO, and they hope to make money off of it. It's a supposed investment, but this has some serious reverberations to what we saw back in 99. Quick update, Federal Reserve's balance sheet still hovering around that $7 trillion mark. Not too much to indicate here, but just wanted to give you an update. Venezuela planning new 100,000 Bolivar bills worth just 23 cents. This particular printer has shipped 71 tons of paper to Venezuela. I think the real money makers here are the paper companies and the ink companies. It's got to be worth more than the actual Bolivar. I don't know what's going to happen to the US dollar and to the fate of most currencies worldwide, but if the central banks continue to do what they do, they will be devalued against real goods. That's all for this video. If you found it informative, hit that thumbs up button. When you do, you are supporting me. I want to thank you for that. If you want to learn how to sell stuff online, talking about e-commerce, you can do so for free. I have an e-course available to every one of my subscribers. It's at the amazongps.com. If you want to know the financial system inside and out, but you want the easy explanation, save you the time, these two books will do that for you. Check them out at the link in the description. If you want the audiobook instead, themoneygps.com. Hold on, don't go anywhere. Have you seen this video? No? Well, you gotta watch it. Click it, I'll see you there.